everyone, Lau here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to a Polly Pocket video. Yes, it's not going to be a haul, so the other stuff that I've done that mainly is about Polly Pocket were like Polly Pocket hauls, unboxings, or when I found them at the flea market. This video is going to be a little bit different because, yeah, me too. I also got the Polly Pocket Keepsake collection Starlight Castle, which is a new Polly Pocket. So this one's not vintage, however, of course, it's based on the vintage Starlight Castle. And in this video I want to open this box, so I have never opened it, and then I want to compare these two. Also, this is new to me, so you haven't seen that in an unboxing or have not found it at a flea market or anything. No, I bought it specifically now because I want to compare the two, because this one is based on this one. It's not completely like the same, it's not a complete reproduction. So let's find out in this video. I bet you have seen other YouTubers do kind of the same thing, because I'm not the only one on YouTube doing videos about Polly Pocket, but I have not watched any of those. So there are, in particular, there are three YouTubers that I can definitely recommend. If you like my Polly Pocket videos, then you will love their channels. And all of the three have like done videos about this new Polly Pocket here. But I have not watched them, so this is whatever I'm gonna say here. I'm not influenced by any of their videos, but I know what I'm going to do this evening, watch their videos, but I want to give like my own thoughts on this. So at first, like, how can you get this? Yeah, this is brand new. I think the release date was October 2021, and when I heard of it, I was just like, oh, they're doing another one, because Mattel has done, oh my goodness, has done something similar before. For the 30th anniversary of Polly Pocket, they released a reproduction of the Party Time Surprise, which is a small, compact, I don't have it, and this, for me, it seemed like, okay, they have done this one thing where they like recreated the Polly Pocket that was out 30 years earlier, and have changed it up a little bit. The colors, a little more glitter, and I thought, well, that's it. But it always, like, I thought it's actually a good idea, because I would buy these reproductions because they are different than the original ones. Usually, like especially with ponies, I'm someone, I want to have the vintage toys. I want to have the real ponies that were out in the 80s and early 90s. I don't want to have like the reproduction ponies that, you know, Basic Fun is doing or was doing. I mean, they're still doing it, but the new set is very hard to get, I've heard. Anyways, like, why should I get a new produced pony if I can have like the real deal? And if like Mattel now would produce some like Polly Pocket reproductions that are exactly like the ones that we had when we were children, why should I get them? What's the deal? But as they are changing up things, it makes it interesting to me. And yeah, now they have done another one, and with this one, they call it Polly Pocket Keepsake Collection. I think the word keepsake was also already on the box of the other toy, so of the other reproduction that they did, but they didn't call it collection. And also this word Keepsake Collection, here you can see the front of the compact, and it's really written on there, so you can see that Keepsake Collection. So my guess is that this probably won't be the only one that they are doing, and I'm really happy about it, because from what I can see, it looks really good and it's really cute, and they're not hard to get actually, because I thought like, oh, I'm from Europe, it's usually more difficult to get things than, for example, when they're living in the US. But we got it here at the same time. Like, I ordered it I don't know, the end of September or mid, I don't know, and it arrived like very early, and I'm from Germany, so that was not the difficulty. Price wise, this was around, I actually already forgot, but I think it was around 40 euro, and I bought it from a toy seller of eBay, but doesn't matter because the same price with shipping also is, like, for example, you can get it from stores like My Toys, or you know. So it's out, you can get it right now. If you want it, you should probably get it right now, because once it's not sold in the normal stores and the normal online stores anymore, then probably it will get more expensive, because the Party Time Surprise reproduction right now is pretty expensive if you want to have it. Yes, so this, the old one, I wanted to have it for a really long time, but I don't know, for some reason it never showed up for me, like for a reasonable price that I was like, yeah, I want to have it. And this is also very prone to discoloring, so a lot of them that I saw over the time when I researched were discolored, and I don't want to have discolored Polly Pockets, so I was on the hunt for one that is like not discolored. This one is slightly tint, but I don't want to change anything about that. And as this is a light up set, I wanted to like that it also lights up, and I also wanted some figurines with it, and that adds up, and then the vintage one is pretty expensive actually. The thing is, I ordered one for 37 euro. Lights working, a little bit discolored but not too much, and it never arrived. That's why I'm doing this video so late, because I wanted to have it, this one, for this video as well, to compare it, and then it never arrived. So yeah, I ordered another one, and this is the second one, and this arrived. Yes, I got my money back for the other one. It was also bought it on eBay. And this was a little bit more expensive, so this was around 50 something. It's actually definitely more than I would normally pay, but I wanted it. So let's dive into it. So here you can see the packaging. I think they did a very good job, because this is actually a compact that when you open it, it can only be opened at this like 90-degree angle, so you can't open it up like 180 degrees. So like either you pack it like closed, like the original one. This one, the original packaging, I checked that, actually came closed and then just in a closed box, so it was thinner and not this super square, like dice-shaped box. I can insert a picture of the original packaging. So here you can see two different types of vintage packaging. I actually don't know why there's different versions, maybe different regions. On the left one you can definitely see also the heart pattern that's also on the new box. And the interesting thing is, even back then this was considered part of a keepsake collection. You can see it on the left one. So same as the stamper sets, so the babysitting stamper and the school stamper and also the ballerina one, they were part of a keepsake collection already. So it's not a new word that they came up with for this reproduction one. So I wonder if like some of these might be their next target of a reproduction. Who knows? But you can see the boxes are fully closed. They must be closed in there, so not open. And there's not a window, so there's just a picture which showed you how the toy looked. So they did it completely differently in the new one. And yeah, this one now looks different, but it's also great because you can see it open. You can see all the details already when you look into it. And from the back as well. You can see, when you put it the other way around, you can see what it looks from the front. So you have like like it's the best of both, and the packaging is really sweet. Of course I don't want to keep it in the package, but I want to keep the package. I want to put it somewhere else. They did a really nice job. It does not resemble, as I said, the original packaging of the original Starlight Castle. By the way, Starlight Castle, the original one, is from 1992. And some of the packaging had the same like color, and then these small little hearts all over, so they used that. But of course they gave it a like kind of modern look as well, with these, you know, these chibi figurines of what the Polly figures look like, and you know, with hearts, bigger hearts all over it. Here you can see the pony, which is included in there. You can see more something that resembles the Polly Pocket logo with the hearts. At the back we have another Polly, and then we have the logo again. And yeah, here's a unicorn, the yellow one. I don't know what that means because that's not included in here. But some other cute stems, you know, with rainbow, etc. And so I think we need to open it somehow here. Or the other. I had it already like one part open. Yeah, this one. Then let's close this one again. So let's see what we can do. Oh, this one. Oops, falls apart a little bit. But yeah, that's what I thought. It's actually really nice, but okay. These are for the corners. I have to remember that because I wanna, I don't know, store it, and I don't know if I ever want to put it back, then I have to remember how I did that. Oh, here we have some legalese and everything. Ta-da-da, not for children whatsoever. Product lovely bulbs in 1,000 languages. Instructions. I don't know if there are batteries already in, probably not, but I have to put them in. Here you can see already what it comes with, and the picture again. Okay, other than that, not super special, just how you open it up, and yeah, okay. And this one, now this is glued on. Okay. With some rubber bands, the horse and the swan are secured. Ta-da! Polly and her prince. Yeah, these clothes. Now how we get it out here. Okay, here it is. So they are exactly the same size. I will put in batteries, but I think they're also the same weight. And Polly and Prince Casper. So now I will switch the camera mode so you don't see my fancy sweater in the background, and we will only focus on the compacts. So here you can see them next to each other. I mean, I don't even know. I think this one is a little bit like taller here, higher, thicker, because this one is a little bit lower here and here. But other than that, I just compare it like this. Yeah, they are like almost the same size. So the very first difference that we can see, other than like this is a little bit thicker, of course, is the logo. So the Polly Pocket logo is, I think, about the same size, but of course the new one has the Keepsake collection additional logo on it. Probably they will do that when they are doing more of these reproductions in the future, I think. And it is silver, and the original one was gold. This is like the ring outside, like this here is missing the gold, but it's a gold logo, and this is a silver logo. Of course, the color, this is pink and this is dark purple, a really dark purple, and it has some slight glitters to it. Really beautiful. Looks already like the night sky. And the back, yeah, here's also a difference. I mean, obviously this one has the, you know, the typical Bluebird logo. It says 1992. And this one here, the logo itself, there's not directly a logo, it just says here Mattel 2021, and then long text, which probably now is needed. I don't know, this device complies with part blah 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 of the FCC rules, probably because it has light in here. Back then, toys didn't need that. And yeah, the battery compartment with the new one, you can like unscrew it here and open it up from the back, whereas in like the original one, the lid for opening up the battery compartment is inside. So open them up right now. Ta-da! Ta-da! Right off the bat, you can obviously see that the colors are different, which is amazing. Let's put the figurines aside. Oh, this one, interesting. Interesting. Let's open it up again. Did you see the light went off? Aha. So when you open them up, they immediately light up. That's always when you have batteries in there. But the original one here has this switch, and if you want, you can also have it open and then turn out the light. The new one has this button here. When you press it, then the light turns like off, but there's no way you can manually turn it off. But I guess when you leave it open for like, I don't know, too long time period of, I don't know, a minute or something, then it will, you know, switch off. Okay. Right off the bat, I also see that the new light is pretty yellow-orange. Okay, this is a little bit annoying if that always turns off. This is way more like yellow or, I don't know, orange, while this is more of a lighter color. And in the back, I mean, I will test that out also in a darker light situation in my room, but I can see that right away. Like from the shapes here, actually super close. Let's also then turn this off. Oops. Yeah, so let's start with the vintage one. Just go through very shortly. So we have this castle here, and we have the night sky with some cutouts, moon and stars. As you saw, they light up. And the lower part here, we have a little pathway, a bench. I think this is a cricket field. Here is a little gazebo with a round like top. There's a little lake, or probably more a pond. These stairs, and here we have the stone texture, and actually nothing too special. Some of these typical, you know, the holes to put your polys. And this one is, I think, for the carriage. Yeah, because we have a carriage. This one you can stand it directly here. And obviously you can put the figurines all over here, ta-da. And then you can open this one up, a castle, and it reveals a castle. So it's gray, and the roofs are pink, as well as the door. We have this like banner or whatever, how is that called, like that flag or whatever, in yellow, and yeah, a little bit of light purple also is in the castle. So it's gray, light purple, pink, and yellow. The inside as well, light purple, yellow, pink, and we have obviously the gold. And here we have this armor standing around like typical in a spooky castle. Yeah, behind here there is this hidden door, which is not that easy to open with my fingernails, but I mean there is nothing really, but you could put a figurine in there, hide him. Here's the throne in the middle, here's a bed, here's a candelabra, and you know, a mirror. And when you open, when you light, you can't really see that, but also the window and the candles also light up. Yeah, and the lower part, as I said, like this stone texture is this light purplish, but more grayish. This is blue. We have a very light green, so like a mint green for the grass. And actually the battery compartment is behind here. You can see that you can open it up. It's pretty difficult. You have to push with your thumb against this and then also like lift this up. It's pretty difficult, but you can get that and you can change the batteries in there. Yeah, the colors are completely different. Not completely, because we still have here the tiles that are kind of purple, but more color intense purple. We still have the grass in a light mint green, but it is a tint more bluish green than this one. And also here, the area around the castle is white. So it looks more like it is in the stars, like in the clouds. Other than here is more like, you know, shrubbery with grass, etc. So some bushes around here. And this one looks really like clouds. Oh, that's really cute. Let's see, what else did they change? Of course, the roofs are you know, golden, same as the doors. The doorknobs, etc. are white. Here we have the doorknobs gold. This fabric thing here is blue. The blue of the you know, the background here, so the sky is exactly the same. The inner part here, you know, with the old Polly Pockets you always had the outer shell, then there's this inner shell, you could say. This is thinner, here this is thicker, so it must be a production thing, but this is a little bit thicker here. And when we open it up, this opens up pretty, so a little bit more difficult than this. This is easier to open. But yeah, the colors obviously continue. So the whole castle is pink and the hearts are purple, darker purple. They were also purple here, but here we have it a light pink, a dark pink, the gold, and then a like darker purple. The whole thing inside is baby pink. Super beautiful. I really love what they did with the colors. It still looks, you know, typical princessy, but this one looks more really like a medieval castle kind of thing, and this one looks more like a fantasy castle. And it also does not have the armor part here. It has a unicorn there. Aww. And this is also very shiny silver, same as the mirror. The mirror is kind of, yeah, it is very similar to the effect that the old one had. isn't even that, I mean, I don't know, maybe it is also a bit rubbed off, but this is a nice shiny mirror. And let's see how the throne is different. Yeah, the shape is almost the same, a little thicker, a little bit more voluminous, and you can see in the old one the gold is more shiny than in the new one. So the new gold they use is more yellowy and not as shiny, so it definitely doesn't look real. Whereas here, also like for example, if you look at the bed, you know, it doesn't look like real gold. Other than here, this definitely looks more realistic. So the bed is a little bit, I would in general say that this one is not as deep as this one. So here we have definitely more space. Can you see that? Here's more space than what we have here in between. Oh, they didn't color this, I don't know, thing that lies on the ground. But all the other parts are definitely colored. So the picture frame, the flowers, even the teapot in silver or whatever that is. I just assume it's a teapot. The candelabra, like everything is colored in. Really lovely. But you can see it's not as deep as this one was. Like here, I think it is the same depth. But this is slimmer here than here. I think because, you know, this inner shell here, you can already see that it takes up more space than this one did. This is thinner here. So also to the back, it takes up more room. So yes, there's more like air behind the cutouts. I can feel that than here. So that's why this one is a little bit like less deep. There's less depth, but how can we open that one up? Aha, I can open that up with my fingernail. That's good. Can we still fit someone in there? Let's put the prince in there. Yes. Yes, he still fits in there. No, not completely. Oh, yes, I think he does. So, yeah, here a little bit also, it is a little bit difference in, because the old one had the battery compartment here, so one of the like utensils to play the game is back here, and here it lies a little bit more to the front. And like everything looks a little bit more rounded. Like here, this is thicker than this. This is a little bit less thick than this hole to stand here. Oh, interesting. Also, the stairs in the new one, they go completely until the edge here, whereas here they kind of are more in line with the pathway. They are not up until the edge here. There's a gap, let's say, which here is not. I have no idea why there's like a difference. I also have no clue how they like redid it. Like, did they like cast the mold like from the original one, and that's why it's a little bit thicker, or did they recreate the mold like completely? I think they had to do it completely. And I see another difference. Here, as I said, the gazebo, like with a round roof or round top or whatever this is called, and here's it's a heart. So oh, and also can you see these little I don't know why that is, but here are some little stars and hearts at the bottom. No, that's not here. I don't know why, they are pretty random to me. But yeah, back there, the lake or whatever pond, here it is a really deep blue, the same color as the sky. Here they did not use the same color as the sky, so to say. It's a lighter blue. Let's now start also comparing the the figurines. Let's start with the smallest, the swan. So the swan is actually, yeah, it's a super small piece that like kind of always gets lost. It's about the same size, it's the same like mold almost. Here the beak and also the eye are also gold, same as in the new one, but they, of course, they use the like darker gold, which also was used in the old compact more, and here we have the typical gold that is used in the new compact, so the yellow gold, you could say. This, like the round like stands here, this is deeper than with the old one. Probably because the holes are also deeper. So we have that one. I cannot compare the horse because I don't have that one, but I know that the original one looked different because it was not a unicorn. So this is another indication as to like the new one is more fantasy themed than the other one. The other one is really more like, you know, medieval castle. The new one is like in the clouds and heart shaped and pink and has a unicorn. So we have this horse, gold accents that we can see, like eye, and a unicorn. So it has this standing platform as the old one had, because the vintage polys sometimes also did not have this. This is more like the old horses of the vintage ones had the standing platform, so makes it stand up really well. Especially because whoop, the carriage goes over it. So this is the new carriage, obviously same gold. We have here these little hearts at the side. I think this is supposed to be a heart, and these ones are probably, I don't know. How was the old one? Okay, yeah, it was the same. Also hearts. Also the wheels were colored in. It's a little bit paint rub here, but it also had these little spots, and these are not supposed to be hearts. This is one heart and then 3 little spots, so it's the same. They really did a good job. I mean, this is like amazing. But it is different. I mean, even though the smallest details here are a little bit different because the colors are different. Here you can see that the original one used to be a normal horse, so no unicorn, and had this, I don't know what this is. This is more like a circus horse has this little decoration on its head. So, and also the eyes were red. So now we have it unicorn and black eyes, and other than that it's exactly the same. No, it's actually not. Can you see that? The original one had 1 hoof up in the air. This one not. This one has all 4 like hooves on the ground. Interesting. So that's a little bit of a difference there. Let's get to Prince Caspar. As you might have already seen, he is like color-wise, he is definitely changed. Oh, and not only the color, but he's wearing a crown. This one's not. So the old one was, I mean, he was also still called Prince Caspar, but there was no indication of him being a prince because he wasn't wearing a crown. Which is also more realistic because, you know, princes not always wear crowns, whatever, but in this wonderful fairy tale land, he is wearing a crown, and, you know, color-wise, they made him a black prince, which is amazing, you know, representation and everything. Polly Pocket was not the worst back then. They also had like different skin tones, and they also had like black Polly dolls, but not a lot. And I love this one way more, and this one looks so, you know, so timid, and this one looks way more happy. I don't know. And of course, purple suit instead of a blue one, but other than that, it's the same mold. He has a gold base. This one just has a white base. Now I have doubles of the original prints, and I want to show that to you because even in the original one, let's put him down, there were different batches. Can you see the hair color? This is different. He's a redhead. He's a brunette. Brunette? Do you say that for men? I don't know. He's brown haired and he's a redhead. And also the suits had a little bit different color. This one is darker and this one is like a little bit more greenish, little bit more green tint. That's something that I like realized. Wow, because this pair. So I also have a matching poly. I had in a different compact like years ago not years ago, but a long time ago that I got from a friend, which they didn't match in there. That's why I also have the Swan, which did not come with my compact. This one is really difficult to get. But anyways, yeah, 3 princes and all of them pretty different. What about Polly? Here we have the new one. As you can see, she's got a blue dress, and here we have the old one. She's got a pink dress, but I can see why they made her like wearing a blue dress, because the whole castle in the new one is already pink, right? so that's pretty cool. I honestly don't really like the hair color of the new one because it's pretty green. I mean, when I see it in the viewfinder, it's not as green like on camera probably, but this is a really nice, you know, light yellowy blonde, and this one looks pretty green, as if they have colored it over something, as if the base material used to be green or used to be gold or I don't know what. This is something I don't like. Oh, and she has got this, I don't know, this hole here in the back. The mold is, you know, pretty much the same. Oh, yeah, this one has a hole in the bottom. Does the prince have too? Yeah. Interesting. Oh, this. Yeah. So this one also. So she, like the old ones, obviously have a stamped date under there. Probably cannot see that, but it says 1992. These ones do not, so they don't say 2021. So the face is a little bit like bulky, like face paint. The old ones used to be really, really like super like delicate. So it's not bad with a new one. It's not a wonky face or anything. The crown, yeah, pretty much the same. Like the zigzag at the top is a little less detailed than with the old one. Can you see that? But these are like minor differences. So material wise, I think it's the old one is like typical, really nice and shiny, whereas the new ones are more matte. I mean, the yellow parts obviously are not matte because they are like yellow. I mean, the gold ones, I say yellow because it's pretty yellow. They also have a shine to it, but the rest is pretty matte. Whereas I think, I don't know if it's a different coloring technique or if it's nowadays the plastic is a little bit different. You also cannot see because the dress has some ruffles to it, or some like you know, folds or pleats or whatever they are. But in the new one you cannot really see that because there's not a big shine to it. With this one you can see it way better because it has this shine to it. And I also have 2 polys, but they are almost the same, the old ones. But also here you can see this dress used to be a little bit more purple and this used to be more pink. Super interesting also from the old ones. So prefer the vintage Polly doll, but I prefer the new Prince. He looks like way happier, way more colorful than this timid, shy, I don't know, moon face, I don't know. This is a real like plus point here. The rest, I cannot pick favorites. They looked good back then and they look good now. So so much to the figurines. When I open them up, you will definitely see, like now in the dark, the difference of the light color, you could say. There you can see way more yellow, less yellow, more pale, more like a cold white, and this is a warm white. I have to say, I kind of prefer this because I do not like the super warm white light, but for the stars and the moon, oh my goodness, that makes total sense. Oh wow, can you see that? Whoops, right in the middle. This is a little bit annoying, to be honest. Right in the middle, here is a shooting star. This is not here. No, they're just stars and the moon. And as I said, some shrubbery. Whereas here we are in the clouds, and this is like, obviously also stars, etc. The moon, but here's a shooting star. I didn't notice that before. And yeah, the gazebo, a heart. Oops.
And here you can actually pretty well see that in the new one. Next to the throne there are some lights that were not included in the vintage one.
So guys, the Polly Pocket Keepsake collection, Starlight Castle, and the Polly Pocket Vintage Starlight Castle. I love them. I love them both. I mean, I love Polly Pocket in general, and what Mattel did here is really, really well made reproduction with different colors and some different different details, which I love. I could never pick a winner or one that I prefer more, because obviously the original one is is the original. Without this one, this would not exist. This one that, you know, was played with by many children. A lot of people have fun memories of this one. This one, as it is not really made for children, it's definitely more made with the adult collectors, you know, community in mind, definitely. Will not be remembered by children a lot. So this one has a like more important like space in the toy history. But I have to say they did a really good job. The one thing that I actually do not like about this one is what they did with the light. Not the color of the light, that's okay, that's a little bit more yellow, but I don't like the fact that when you open it up and like, I don't know, 15 seconds, I have no idea how long that is, then it turns out. It turns off. This one, there's a switch. You can decide if you want to have it open with light or without. You can't do that with this one. I mean, it's probably to save up, you know, battery power. And if you're just an adult collector, you put it on your shelf and you can decide, oh, I want to display it open, and then it makes more sense without light. But if you want to put it like, for example, my I have a double Fairyland Wonderland, and that I now one of them I put in my bedroom, and I put it on as a night light a little bit, not over the whole night, but before I go to bed, and I love that. I could not do that with this one. I could do that certainly, you know, with this one. So this makes a clear plus point for me with this one, the light situation. The look, the colors, both of them are lovely. I could not pick a winner. I mean, I like Polly better in the pink dress, but I even like the prints better of this one. The outside, gorgeous, both of them. So there's like, for me, no clear winner or anything. I love them both. They are a perfect match. They are a perfect couple. So I hope you enjoyed this kind of detailed look on like one or two Polly Pockets, which I usually don't do. I usually just unbox them and show them a little bit to you. As I said, there are a lot of other YouTubers out there, and if you like this kind of stuff, I'm not doing it very often, this kind of thing, but there are at least 3 YouTubers that you should check out. I do not know any of them like personally, but I can tell you that Polly Pocket Vintage Toys, she only shows vintage Polly Pockets, each compact or Pollyville at a time, super in detail. I will link her down below, and she obviously has also done a video on that compact here. Then there is a super fresh face on YouTube. She's called Rachel Retro, and she has also done a video on that one, and she not only shows vintage Polly Pockets, but she also shows vintage, you know, Mighty Max, other vintage, like for example, knockoff Pollys, or she also shows some newer ones, or some more artsy compacts, like the I don't know. She has a big variety of different stuff that she shows, but it's all like compact and miniature stuff. So check her out. She only has like a couple of followers, but she's really good. So I definitely link her down below. And there's of course Kurchi. She does really aesthetically well-made videos about Polly Pockets, vintage ones and new ones, and also other compacts like Shopkins and now she has also branched into showing dolls. So if you like really aesthetically beautiful, well edited and made videos, she is the one. I also link her down below. So my main collection thing is My Little Pony, so that's the main thing. So if you're really like into, oh, I want to look more Polly Pocket stuff up, I want to watch more of that, there are the links in my description. And yeah, thank you for watching. If you liked that video, give it a thumbs up, and if my comments are open, then please comment down below. If they are not open, you can maybe return at a later stage, because I always try to reopen them, and comment then. You don't have to, of course. And yeah, thank you for watching. See you real soon, and may the toys be with you. Bye! Oh, interesting. I just had a little bit of a closer look at this manual that came with it, and I didn't have a close look when I showed it to you up front in front of the camera. But here you can see that the figurines that were supposed to come with it, like at whatever stage of production, they were looking different. Like, we did not have a black prince here. Like, we don't have a black prince in this manual here. So this was probably a decision made pretty late in the game. Interesting. Also the faces look different. I mean, he looks like... and she has closed eyes. So this is like a face that, I don't know, I don't think we had on vintage polys at all. But now they went with kind of the original faces. Rather than the face... I don't think that we ever had a face with these eyes this wide apart from each other and this smiling. I don't think so. Yeah, just wanted to show that to you. That's it.